Hey VC, Rick back again with another video. This is part 2 of my vinyl collection, rock, top 40, 70s and 80s. We'll just get started. This section will be a little bit longer than or video will be longer than the first one I showed you, part 1. Let's just get on to it. We got Journey. I think this is their first one with Steve Perry, and anyways, good song, good albums on there. Journey, looking a little bit younger. I think this came out 78 Journey. Then I have the Journey's Greatest Hits with all of the hype stickers still on it. This is the 180 vinyl pressing. It is a gatefold. I know the original Greatest Hits that came out was just a single copy, and it was all on one record, I believe. Nice gatefold showing through the years. '38 Special. Flashback. I was looking for this album forever. So hard to find. Came out in '87. I was at a local record store called Speed City. I don't think they sell used records anymore, but at that time they did, where they had like a $2 bin room, or whatever you want to call it, a whole room filled with records for $2 each. So I yelled across the room to a friend of mine who was looking at records. I'm like, hey, you come across this record, let me know, I'm looking for it. As soon as I say it, this other guy's there and he goes, oh, is this the one you're looking for? And this was it, mint shape, and it even came with, there was like a bonus 45 that had their live songs on it. I've never played this before, but the vinyl is just awesome. Like '38 Special, great album to get. Alright, then we got Skynyrd Zynyrds from Lynyrd Skynyrd, Greatest Hits. Great stuff on there, can't go wrong with Lynyrd Skynyrd. One of These Nights, the Eagles, love the Eagles. Greatest Hits, their well-known Hotel California. The Long Run, with one of my favorite Eagle songs of all time, In the City. Love that song. And we have Eagles' Greatest Hits, Volume 2. Then, speaking of the Eagles, we have Mr. Joe Walsh, The Best Of. I wish I could get rid of that glare. But serious folks, Joe Walsh. Life's Been Good, awesome song. He has such a unique voice, but it's not like the greatest voice, but something about it just gets you hooked to it. It's Bad Company. Another great rockin' band from the 70s. Straight Shooter, Bad Company. I found this one at a record show in London. 10 from 6. Bad Company, basically Greatest Hits. Tom Petty, great album. Another great one, Tom Petty. Here's a Canadian band. If you guys haven't heard these guys, check them out. Awesome 80s rock. Prism. The album Armageddon. All the best from Prism. Definitely check these guys out. Fleetwood Mac. One of their best ever. Fleetwood Mac Rumors. There they are, looking a little bit younger. Eddie Money. Eddie Money. This guy's awesome songwriter. Awesome singer. I love him. Alright, then we got a little bit of old stuff here. How about some Beatles, Sgt. Pepper or Lonely Hearts? Looking for the red album, but I do have the blue one of 67 to 1970. Basically the best of the Beatles. Alright, how about the Cars? That's a big 80s sound right there. Although I think this one came out in 78 or 79. I think 78. Greatest hits, the Cars. Good stuff on there. This is going through these really quick. Any questions you want to ask about them, go ahead after you see the video. REO Speedwagon. Like I said, I didn't grow up really. I mean, I heard the stuff on the radio, but it wasn't my mainstream stuff. Like my stuff was the long hair rockers, Kiss, Motley Crue, Wasp, Maiden, Judas Priest. This stuff I got into later in my life. REO Speedwagon Greatest Hits. Here's a great album for you. Art. Looking a little younger. Looking quite hot. A little bit of 80s Heart now for you. Pat Benatar. Another Pat Benatar. There's some more Canadian content for you. I think he's also well known in the States though. Bryan Adams. Another Bryan Adams for you. Alright, another Canadian band for you. How about these guys? Loverboy. Really big in the 80s. Loverboy with somebody wearing, looks like, red leather pants. Another Loverboy for you. This is the one that had that Lovin' Every Minute on it. Good song. Well, we got some more Canadian stuff for you. How about Kim Mitchell? Awesome guitar player. Another Kim Mitchell for you. Another great Canadian artist. I believe now he's a DJ on one of Toronto's rock stations. Another Canadian band, Honeymoon Suite. Honeymoon Suite for you. Night Ranger with their big ballad on there, Sister Christian. Boston's, to me, best Boston album to ever come out. This is nice and minty clean too. Alright, Styx. What is this? The Grand Illusion. Good stuff on there. The Outfield. Good stuff on there. I like these guys. Say It Isn't So, Your Love. All the Love, Talk to Me. Good album. Dire Straits. Brothers in Arms. Alright, here's a good rocker guy for you back in the 70s. Steve Miller Band. Greatest Hits, 74 to 78. I think these guys are from Australia, I believe. Greatest Hits, the Little River Band. Daylight again, Crosby, Stills and Nash. Love this album. Great, great album. Wasted on the Way, Southern Cross. Alright, then we got some Born to Run, Bruce Springsteen. Gotta have the Boss in your collection. And there's Clarence in the back, on the back side. I would say his biggest album ever, Born in the USA. John Fogerty, Centerfield. Sure, everybody has this one in their collection. The Police, the singles, Every Breath You Take. Awesome drummer. Wow. Huey Lewis and the News. Probably hit one of their greatest album to ever come out from these guys. Sports. Here's a Canadian band for you. Their greatest hits. Hot Shots. I believe this is a gatefold. Yeah, it opens up. You got some guys inside there rocking out. Alright, another Canadian band for you. Greatest hits. Toronto. Alright, another Canadian band. April Wine, Greatest Hits. Man, they had lots of good songs. And another Canadian band. The Best of the Guess Who. From Winnipeg, Manitoba. And another Canadian artist. Bruce Cockburn, Waiting for a Miracle. Greatest Hits. Good stuff on there. It's such a range from when he started, you know, into the 80s. I think the first song came out in 69, just super folk. Then you hear like his 70s stuff change a bit, and his 80s are just so different than what his sound was from the 60s. Genesis, I think this still has the shrink on it. Yeah, it even still has the sale price from a store called Zeller's. $9.99. Another Genesis for you, Invisible Touch. And following Genesis, Phil Collins. Song in the Air Tonight. Love the drum sound in there. I do play drums, that's why I mentioned drums, drummers. Phil Collins. One more Phil Collins for you. Like I said, a lot of these guys I didn't listen to when during the, you know, obviously late 70s, early 80s, mid 80s. Wasn't until like 90 then I started listening to these guys. I knew who they were and I knew their songs. I just didn't really listen to them. But Elton John, Greatest Hits. Rocket Man, Saturday Night's Alright for Fighting. Elton John, Greatest Hits 2. And Elton John, Greatest Hits 3. And this will be, like I said, part 2 of my vinyl collection, rock, top 40, whatever you want to call it. Alright, rock and roll.